Okay, guys, so quick review of TLT. So TLT has basically been downtrending for the past 6 years since 2020, and it bottomed around 20 mid 2023, and for the last 3 years, it's basically been going sideways in a way. Okay, so one thing we do see is it's bottomed out, and the green is up crossed. So when the green usually up crosses, there's always a flush, right? So that's what I'm expecting this year. We should have a flush in the next quarter, I think quarter or 2 quarters. So I guess by mid-June 2026, we should see a flush. And looking at the other indicators right here, this one, the white one, basically is a clear sign that it bottomed because it was shot straight up to the positive zone. And ever since, it's been kind of been around the zero line, just undulating, right, accumulating. And the yellow has also been moving up, so it's been trending up over here, so it's another step away from going positive. And one interesting thing is for the past basically, yeah, I gotta say about 2.5 years, volume has been insanely high, so people have been loading up. I believe we're just waiting for a event for the prices to start trending up. So right now, monthly just tells us that yeah, we're due for some kind of a flush, if any, or we may not get a flush, but we're gonna find out. And right now, monthly kind of seems to be losing momentum a little bit right here, but there's no clarity. All right, and one thing I do want to say is if there is a bounce, I think we should see a bounce up to, I don't know, for now. Let's take this one right here, about 90, the mid 90s. That's the first one, similar to this one right here. And this is when you look at the fear index, basically it's all trending down now. So there's nothing happening, right? There's no fight, there's no war going on, there's no fear, nothing. So this is usually a great time for stocks to recover and bounce back up. But again, it's the monthly chart, so the flush is still possible. Okay, so this is on the weekly. What we do see is it's pretty much, yeah, like I said, it bottomed out around end of 2023 or end of 2022, right? It started going up. We had a flush over here. Ever since, the green has been trending up, and beginning of last year, 2025, we've been in a sideways action. So this is more like this justifies the HV and the IV going down. There's not much action taking place. And over here we can see that it's just been, yeah, it's been trying to break the uptrend, but it's still last the year the whole year it's been trending up right here. So when you look at the last few bars of the weekly, I would say, you know, it's trying to go up. You can clearly see it's trying to go up. What we kind of see is it's never held up, right? So when you see ever since it bottomed over here, it crossed up. It could never bounce at the signal line. It always crosses down the signal, tries to get back up again. So there's one good bounce over here, as you can see. And we did have about a 14% up move. But then after that, basically, it breaks below, goes up, breaks below, goes up. So one thing that's crucial here is this holding up, right? This doesn't break below, which it seems to not be since we can see some volume over here in the last 2 weeks. And looking at the fear charts, you can see this one volatility. Just realize volatility is kind of flattening out and starting to pick up. So this means we have people coming in. There's action coming in. People fighting for prices. All right. So, but there's still no fear. So it's a good sign. So yeah, TLT. I'm actually bullish on TLT because on the monthly, like I said, we may see a flush this year, But when I say bullish, what I mean is the short term is definitely bullish, because you always take the weeklies. The weeklies, like I said, this is uptrending. This is around pretty much. It's making higher highs. You can see right here. It's clearly making higher highs. And if the yellow curves back up, that's a good sign. And the reason why I say that is the white is already curving up, and we can see volume coming in. So weekly is on an uptrend, kind of, I'd say the short-term uptrend, and then the daily kind of, I'd say justifies it, because you can see this cross up, right? On the daily, you can see the green cross up with strong volume, and yeah, that's the daily vol fear index right here. What you see over here is IV is pretty much IV, and everything's dead. There's nothing going on here. There's no fight going on. So basically, the winner is basically where momentum is, right? And momentum is to the upside. And when I look at this right here, the monthly charts as well, the only thing I say about the flush is, again, the flush does not need to happen, right? Because it's been consolidating for a very long time. So the flushes may have already been baked in. And just looking at the charts generally, I don't see anything negative about it. Even though this thing, you can see the white line curved down a little bit, but that could just point back up right away, with the decent price move. So we're Jan 19, we're 10 days away. Let's see how this thing ends up. But right now, everything is bullish on TLT.